we're going to look at the standard of calculating return, the standard deviation of those returns, and the mean or average of those returns, and if instructions. So let's get to it. First of all, calculating the return. It's going to be equals that divided by that minus 1. It's better to keep the fractional return rather than multiply it by 100 and call it a percentage. So Control C and then Control V gives you the returns. We want to know what the mean or average of those returns are, so equals average, and then you can go either up or down like that. That gives you the average return. And we want the standard deviation, so we go there are others on the system. There you are. All those don't understand it, I just use this one, the basic one. Let's just get that in. Equals standard deviation, open brackets. You can see it telling me what to do. There. So that's the standard deviation. It's extremely large. Well, I suppose that's what it is. Now we want if instructions, so I'm going to insert a column here. I want to know if it's well, I'll keep it simple. If it's greater than 2 standard deviations, or 1.96 or something. Standard deviations. Well, we'll keep it simple. We'll say 2 standard deviations. So equals if this figure is greater than put brackets around it to make sure, this figure plus 2 times that figure. It's 1.96, I think it is. Right. Sorry. Comma 1, comma 0. If it's true, put a 1 in the cell. If it's not true, put a 0 in the cell. Oh, there's a problem. Why not try it? I've not closed off the brackets here. If 29%, I need to put closed brackets there. Okay, so that's now, I think, correct. So it's not. And oh, now look at this. We should. How many observations have we got here? Hang on a minute. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 23 observations. So we were saying if it's greater than 2 standard deviations, it should be 2.5%. 2.5% of 23. Well, 20 is nothing. We shouldn't have any. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 10 observations greater than 2 standard deviations. So we've got a fat tail in the positive region. And that's the FTL share index. And that's what we were saying about fat tails. That's how to use the if formula to identify the number of observations that you're interested in. So if D5 is greater than D20, oh, I know what I've done. Yeah, I'm going to leave this in warts and all. I need to put in $29 plus 2 times D $30. Dollar fixes the next number, so when I cut and paste this down, it will stay as 29 and not change to 30 and 31, then 31 and 32. So you've got to be careful not to make that mistake. So you put in the dollar signs, Control C, paste it down, Control V, and we see that there aren't any observations. And you've got to be careful about that. If something is a very unusual finding, you do need to check your calculations, because there could be a mistake. Just like me, I made a mistake. So that's it. There aren't any ones in the positive area. And if we look at the negative area, delete minus. Oh, that would appear to be one. Okay. D5 is less than. Yes, that's better. Again, unused. Yep, that's probably Control C. Oh, we've got 1. Alright, so 1 is, well, probably out of 23. It's a little bit higher than you'd expect. It's 5%, more or less, rather than 2.5%. So, okay, it is one. There is one outlier, and that looks right. So we need to check over our calculations, and we'll find that they are correct. Okay, so that's how you use and misuse the if instruction.